Hi, today we're going to do another pick a card. This one is for the month of September. So this is going to be a pretty general pick a card reading where we're going to take a look at what we can expect energy-wise in the month of September. If you would also like to get a more personalized reading, then stay tuned for the live stream that I'm going to be doing next Saturday, where I'm going to go through each astrological zodiac sign so you can tune in for your sun, moon, and rising. And that one will be on theme for something specific for every zodiac sign. So, but right now we have 4 piles where you can choose from. This is a red pinkish agate. Then I have Snowflake Obsidian. I have an Opalite and Malachite. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's take a little bit of time to choose your pile. I'm gonna pull in some more cards, oracle cards, tarot cards, all that fun stuff. And every deck that I use will be listed in the description box. And I will meet you at your timestamp. Hi, pile 1, you chose the agate. I'm gonna put it here, agate. It's pretty hard to pronounce it in English for me. So these are your current energy. We have the Justice card in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This feels to me like you feel like you have really been putting in effort, but you are not getting any rewards for what you've been putting energy into. The reason I'm saying this is that the 8 of Pentacles, I'm going to show you upright so you can see what we're looking at. But the 8 of Pentacles is a card that indicates progress being made, sharpening your skills, putting in the hard work, and slowly but surely starting to see the progress. And either you haven't really been putting in the hard work or enough hard work for the progress to be seen yet, or you feel like you have, but you're just not seeing the rewards, not seeing the progress. Another reason that I'm saying that is with the Justice card, this is my card of consequences, and every action has a reaction. And consequences can be like rewards, but also like negative consequences. And I feel like you just haven't been feeling like you've seen the rewards really. So if this resonates, then you've chosen the right pile. If not, then choose another pile because we're gonna move forward on this. Let's take a look on what energies we need to focus on for the month of September. Here I have Mars, motion. I definitely feel like you should not give up on what you're doing right now. Mars is a planet of doing things, of action, of motion, of putting in the work, of doing the things, and of really thinking through things. And the funny thing, and on standing your ground. So keep doing what you feel is right to do and is the right thing to move forward. And slowly but surely you will be seeing the reward of your hard work. But the Mars card here definitely tells me that you should not stop. Maybe you should go about things a different way. Mars is definitely, to me, about innovation, about trying new things, about being innovative. And not like staleness. So if you feel like you've been really in this rut, constantly doing the same things and not seeing rewards, maybe that's because you need to change things up a bit, but that doesn't mean that you have to completely stop what it is that you are doing. Here with the 9th house, like I said, exploration. I don't think you should stop doing what you're doing, but I think you should expand a little bit more on it. The 9th house encourages you to go outside of your comfort zone and to explore more options, explore more things than just what you have currently been doing. So I'm gonna pull some more cards for you. Here, passion. Definitely feel like you should be following your passion. We saw that here with Mars too, but passion is gonna be really important. That if you do not want to give up, if you want to keep on doing the things that you're doing, but you want to see the reward, follow your passion, follow what lights you up inside, follow what drives you and what makes you passionate, what makes you want to keep going. I also have rejection. I feel like some of you might be a little scared of being rejected for these ideas or these things that you're doing. Like you feel like you not getting the rewards is maybe some sort of a rejection, or it's if you've previously been experiencing rejection and that made you feel some type of way, you feel the same type of way of not getting these rewards for all the work that you've been putting into. And I understand that that makes you feel very disappointed. However, here with movement, I definitely feel like, you should not give up. This is so prevalent here that whatever it is that you are doing, that you're putting energy into, even though you're not seeing the rewards yet, it doesn't mean that you're not going to see the rewards at all. I feel like you should keep on going, explore what it is that are the options, what options are out there. Be innovative, try new things, but definitely not stop. I'm gonna pull some last couple of oracle cards for you. What do you need to know in the month of September? Here I have Dragon, beware of self-delusion. So I definitely feel like you have to be really self-aware and really honest with yourself. Again, justice is also to me about honesty, as well as being honest with yourself. And maybe you're not doing that right now, or not enough, with the Justice card being in reverse and the Dragon here, where you need to really be self-aware of, is what I'm doing working? Is what I'm doing enough? And am I doing enough of the right things? Or again, do I need to explore a little bit more? And sometimes it can be really confronting to understand or to reflect and to realize that we're not doing the right things. Maybe we're putting a lot of effort in what we're doing, but maybe we're not really doing the right things. And I feel like you need to oh, wow, that was my dog barking. Did you hear that? He never barks. Are you okay? You need to be aware of beware of self-delusion, and to really be sure that you're being self-aware. Let's see what other advice I can get for you. I have Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So that's just, I think, a nice reminder that even though things aren't maybe going great exactly as you had planned, you will be taken care of. Things will shift in a more positive, in a more comfortable direction. And I do feel like you'll be absolutely fine. So that was the reading for you, pile number 1. I really hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below how this resonated with you. Don't forget to stay tuned for the live stream, and the replay will be up as well, but I'm going to be going live next Saturday. I don't know what time yet. I'll leave it in the description box once I do know. And you can click on notification to get notified when I go live, so we can all hang out and I can do the astrological predictions for you guys. You can also book a private one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more pick a card readings and other fun tarot chats. You can become a channel member as well by clicking the join button. I have some fun perks for you guys. And for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. You chose the Snowflake Obsidian. I'm going to put it right there. And we're going to take a look at what your current energy is, so we can take a look at whether or not this is the right pile for you. So what I'm picking up here is we have the 4 of Wands, which indicates a safe space, home, like that. This is my card for a safe space at home, or just having a stable home space with people who you care about. Here with the Devil in reverse, the Devil can indicate either a person, a career, a situation that is not going right, that does not have your best intentions in mind, a situation where, or a person that is taking advantage of you, but that is very tempting and that you keep coming back to. However, we have it in reverse, and especially having it next to the 4 of Wands card upright, I feel like you're shifting, or you're in this process of shifting from something that was bad for you, but that you really were very, I want to say, like in the trenches of, I don't know if that's necessarily the right formulation of words for this, but that is how I'm feeling this, that you were in a situation that was not good for you, that was toxic, whether those were like a career or specific people in your life, but they were not good for you, and you're slowly starting to put up boundaries and to find people who you do connect with and who do have your best interests in mind. And you're trying to build this safe space, this safe haven at home, or this feeling of home somewhere, whether that is like actual, like in a home, or with a person that you have created stability with, that you feel genuinely safe with. So that's the current energy of you that I am picking up on. If this does not resonate, then feel free to pick another pile. If this does resonate, let's move on with the reading. So what is it that you need to focus on for the upcoming month of September? Pile number 2. Here I have Virgo, which is interesting because a large part of the month of September, we're going to be in the season of Virgo, or the sun is going to be in the sign of Virgo. And here it says digest. And what that encourages you to do is to really take a look at what is it in your life that you can, like, it's literally like the devil energy of losing things and releasing certain bad habits that you've had. Like with digest, think of what happens when you eat food, what happens in your body. You soak up the nutrients from your food. You're digesting when you digest your food, you take out all the nutrients, your body takes out all the nutrients and what is good for you, and it feeds your body, and it leaves you with little shit that you can release. So that is the type of energy, like very graphic, I know, I'm sorry, but it's just it's what I'm thinking, okay? It's what I feel like this card is telling us. So you need to take a look at your life and sort of sort it out. What is it that is good for you and that is feeding you and your soul, your body, everything? And what is it that you can let go because it's basically shit? So what I have wrote down in my notes on this card is edit and create. So instead of just editing things in your life, instead of just changing things around in your life, you should also actively create and actively make the changes that you want to see in your life in the month of September. Ooh, okay. We have this card that popped out, the 8th house. It says here mystery. So the 8th house is where you assess the power dynamics between you as well as other people around sex, money, inheritances. Inheritances, yes, that is how you say it, and where you face your fears. So there might be some things coming up in the month of September that are gonna push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit, and this card, the 8th house card, encourages you to face your fears. Like we have mystery here. There might be even a fear that you don't even know that you have, but that you're gonna be facing in the month of September. And I'm trying to think. Like I have notes written on this deck because I'm quite new with working with it. And I wrote down, assess power dynamics between you and other people around sex, money, and inheritances. So there might be people, or what people do you have in your life that sex and or money is a thing with? And how are those power dynamics? So with a boss, like you do your job and they give you money, there's a specific power dynamic in there. So there might be something in there that you need to assess that is coming to the surface. I definitely feel like with the 8th house, you don't really know what it's going to be about like right now yet. But that's something that's going to come to the surface in September, or is going to start to come to the surface. I don't think it's going to be something that is going to be fully done at the end of September. I feel like this is something that is going to move into October as well. So I'm going to pull some more oracle cards. I have reflection. Again, we have that theme of taking a look at who is in your life, who can you trust, who do you feel safe with, and who is basically just shit that you have to release. So there's a lot of reflection that you're going to be doing on your own life, but I also think it's going to be important to do that on, like, reflect on yourself as well. That if you feel like you have a lot of shitty people in your life, maybe you reflect, like, what is it about me, or why do I let those people in my life? And when you know why, you can start to actively make changes. Reflection is not about why am I letting these people in my life? It's because I suck. It's because I can't read people. No, that's not what we're doing. We're reflecting and we're asking these critical questions to ourselves so we can make changes for the future. So let's see what else I can get here. I have love. I feel like self-love is going to be a very important part of the month of September for you, to really know, like, to reflect on yourself, but to know your value and to know that you deserve to have the right people in your life. That is what I feel like is going to be a really big part of September for you. And then the last card, we have frustration. I always feel like this image here is so funny, trying to put this rectangle in a circular hole. That's not going to work. It's going to be frustrating. So there's something that the way that you are doing things or going about a thing, a certain situation, a certain person, is just not working and you need to change it up. That is literally the message here, in my opinion, that what you're doing right now, it's not going to work. It's not going to fit. And you're not going to get anything done like this. So you need to change up what you're doing, what you're putting in there. That sounded a little more sketchy than I had hoped it would be. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards for you, pile number 2. Let's see. I have barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. We already talked about money. So yeah, there are things that you definitely need to let go of to create a secure, safe space. But maybe that feels like you won't have anything left, which isn't true. You just are creating space for new people and new things to come into your life that will fulfill you and that will be good for you. Yeah, hills, obstacles to overcome, absolutely. September isn't necessarily going to be an easy month, but I do feel like you're going into the month of September strongly and ready to get shit done and to make shit happen and to have a really reflective month for you. I do feel like there's a lot here with obstacles to overcome, frustrations to overcome, knowing what it is that you need to change to create a secure, safe space for yourself, to get rid of the things that you no longer need, about basically the shit that you need to release. So yeah, pile number 2, this was your reading. I would love to hear in the comments down below how this resonated. You can also book a private one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. Don't forget to stay tuned for the live stream that I'm going to be doing next Saturday on astrological predictions. If you are too late, no worries. The replay will be up with timestamps, so you can check for your sun, moon, rising sign. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings. I do these all the time, as well as tarot chats, fun stuff like that. And oh, you can become a channel member by clicking the join button. I have some fun perks, but for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile 3, you chose the Opalite crystal. So let's take a look at your cards. This is for your current energy, and we have the Magician and the 3 of Pentacles. So I really feel like right now what you're doing is you are making use of your talents, you're developing and figuring out your talents. The reason that I'm saying that is because the Magician is about inspired action based on talents that you have. The 3 of Pentacles to me is usually we see multiple people in the 3 of Pentacles, where everybody is working together on a project and everybody has their own skill, their own talent that they are working on and that they're working with. So I feel like you're really figuring out your place in the world, your place in society, in a certain group based on what it is that you have to offer. I feel like you are right now very much in this magician phase with taking inspired action, doing things because you want to figure yourself out and you want to figure out what it is that you can do and that you are good at and that you have to offer this world. So I really like that. If this resonates, then you chose the right pile and you'll feel free to tune into the rest of the message. If this does not resonate, I invite you to pick another pile. But I'm going through with pile number 3 now. So let's take a look at what is it that you need to focus on. Oh, I got the same card for the previous pile. Virgo. So I had this really, maybe a little bit gross of an analogy, yes, where what happens what does your body do when you digest food? It takes out the nutrients, so it takes out the parts that are good for you, it feeds your body with it, and then you are getting ready to release the rest of the shit that is left over, everything that you no longer need and that your body cannot use for good. And that is basically what you're encouraged to do. So I'm really just now thinking that maybe some of you are having even like physical digestion issues. I don't know, maybe call a doctor if that's you. However, I feel like you are being invited to... Okay, so we had this bit here about your talents, about figuring yourself out and figuring out your place in life, in society, just in your own life in general. And then the things that you don't need. So I don't know if you're currently going through like a decluttering phase or a decluttering thing where you're trying to let go of like actual possessions in your life that you feel like you no longer need. And I feel like you're being encouraged to stretch that to other parts of your life, not just your material possessions, but also take a good hard look at the people that you have in your life and who can you let go of, who do you need to call up again and try to sort of reconnect with. So that's what I feel like that card has for you. Let's see what else we can get for you. Descendant invitation. So this is again an encouragement to invite others in your world. So instead of only cutting out the people that you feel like you no longer need in your life, also open up the invitation to other people and to connect and reconnect with people. Yeah, I feel like that is what this card has to tell you. Keep healthy boundaries, of course, with people from your past, but also keep your heart open. Don't just close it off for just because maybe you've been hurt in the past, and that you're taking a good hard look at a critical look, which is very good and very Virgo. But don't just cut out people and then like have it be at that. I feel like that is gonna create this empty space, but feel like you're very much encouraged to fill that space with good people. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to pull cards for you. I have trust again. Yes, I feel trust is a really big factor here in what is like the people that you're letting go of are the people that you just cannot trust, and that makes you feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable when you feel like you cannot truly trust someone with the things that you're saying or with the things that they're saying. Trust is going to be a big factor for you in whether or not you want to invite them in or whether or not you're just gonna like shit them out, basically. Surrender. Interesting. The surrender card, or just the word surrender, makes me think of the Hanged Man card, because that is one of the keywords of the Hanged Man. However, I don't really see it as surrender necessarily. However, what I feel here, surrender is surrendering to the fact that you can't change people. So maybe you feel like you want to invite people in your life because maybe you feel like they have changed or you wanted them to change or you think that you can change them. Surrender to and accept the fact that you cannot change people. So if you have people in your life right now that you feel like they're is potential, but right now they're being shitty to you, then sorry to say, but fuck them. Because it's not up to you to change someone, it's up to them to want to change and to not treat you like shit, and to sort of surrender to the fact that sometimes people are not meant to be in your life, and that is okay. Yes, okay. Ooh, I liked it. We're having the magic card, which I feel like that sort of stretches or strengthens the magician card here with another encouragement for you in the month of September to really develop your talents and to really experiment with things. Like if you are talented or developing your talents as a painter, then try and experiment with different painting styles. That is sort of the energy that I'm getting here. So you can stretch that to whatever it is that you are currently experimenting with, or that you are currently figuring out your talents about. So don't be afraid to try new things. And maybe if you are into actual magic, maybe do some spells regarding to what it is that you're developing your talents about. You can, I don't know, create like some sort of an intention oil, or just do a little spell. Or maybe some of you really need to focus on the phases of the moon and to work with the moon phases or sun energy. I feel like we talk a lot of about moon energy and lunar magic in the witchcraft tarot community, but we also have the sun. And I personally love the sun. I really vibe with the sun. So don't forget about the sun, okay? Okay, so we're gonna pull a couple of more cards. Here I have Candle. You will be shown the way. I like that. So that is just a great sort of an affirmation or a confirmation, I guess, that in the month of September, once you do like the things that we talked about with opening yourself up to people and closing yourself off to the wrong people, or people who are wrong for you, I should say, things will sort of fall into place. I definitely feel that they will. And here, yes, again, arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Again, I feel like you're very much on the right path. You are developing your talents. You're looking at what is it that I'm good at? What is my place in society? You are on the right path. And once you continue on this path, you will know whether or not you're doing the right things, and whether or not you're staying on the right path, or when you're deviating for not a good reason or something like that. Yeah, that is what I'm feeling here. Okay. So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments down below how it resonated. Don't forget to stay tuned for the live stream that I'm going to be doing on Saturday for your astrological predictions. If you missed it already, no worries. There will be a replay with timestamps, so you can watch it back later. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, as well as tarot chats, because I do those all the time. You can become a channel member. I have some really great perks. Click the join button below. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 4. You chose the Malachite crystal. I'm gonna put it right there. And we're gonna take a look at your current energy. So we have the 8 of Cups and the High Priestess. Interesting. The High Priestess here is your intuition. It's things that we can't really see. It's your inner knowledge. It can indicate some secrets as well. But here I definitely feel like it is an indication of your intuition being very heightened in the month of September. However, I feel like what is sort of holding you back to truly connecting you to your intuition is your current inability and your challenges that you're having with leaving something behind. The 8 of Cups is about leaving behind something that we've invested in emotionally. So that can be really hard, that when you feel like you are very emotionally connected to something or to someone, to a career, a situation, whatever it is, it can be really hard to move on from it. And that is sort of holding you back to truly, fully connecting to your intuition. And for some of you, this is something that you already sort of knew, that you're like, yeah, I know what this is about. And for some of you, this is like oh, and it can be a little bit hard hitting. That is the thing with Malachite, okay? It can be a little hard hitting, and I am also all about hard hitting messages that you need to hear. So, if this resonates, then you chose the right pile, and I encourage you to keep on watching for the rest of the message. If not, if you don't resonate, then feel free to pick another pile. We're gonna keep going. For pile number 4, what is it that we need to focus on, or that you need to focus on? I have the 8th house mystery, and I have Capricorn achieve. So I already pulled the mystery 8th house card here, and the 8th house card encourages you to assess power dynamics. And I feel like, especially 8th house, it's about sex, money, inheritances, and facing your fears. And I feel like you really need to face your fears, and you really need to assess any power dynamics between you and whatever it is that you have this emotional connection with, that is almost emotionally manipulating you. I don't even feel like you are noticing that it's emotionally manipulating you, which is what is manipulation, what manipulation is all about. You don't notice it, that it's going on. Otherwise, you probably would have done something yourself. You probably would have felt like it was off, but your intuition is being clouded by whatever is going on. And I feel like there's either a person that you have money connections to, that you have sex connections to, that you have inheritance connections to, that maybe it's even a fear that you're having towards this person that you aren't even recognizing yet. And that is what is going to be really important for you in September. God, I feel like you're going to do a lot of shadow work, or you are encouraged to do shadow work in the month of September. We're getting into some darker days as well in September. We're slowly getting into autumn. So it really doesn't surprise me. I mean, you can do shadow work like in the middle of July, August. That is totally fine. But I feel like for you, pile number 4, you're very much encouraged to do shadow work in the month of September, to really, with the goal of recognizing any manipulation going on in your life, and as a goal to reconnect to your intuition. And that's going to be a lot of hard work, okay? The Capricorn card here, Capricorn is about working hard, about climbing up. And I feel like once you do all this, you're not going to just finish it all in the month of September, okay? Nobody just did shadow work and then it was done and completed and finished in one sitting or something, in 1 month. Just it's something that you're going to continue to do. And once you are starting to grow within this shadow work, I feel like what the Capricorn card wants you to do is to figure out what it is that you want out of life. Like I have in my notes, because I'm quite new with working with this deck, I did a little deck study on it, and I wrote down to find a worthy dream and then work on it. And instead of creating one long-term goal, it encourages you to make little short-term plans so you can eventually achieve your long-term goals. So I don't know if you are someone who tends to make really big goals, like really big long-term goals for yourself. I do that too, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, to have something to strive towards. But it's not really great for your motivation if you constantly are not achieving any goals. You're not seeing like real progress as in achieving goals if you only have those huge goals that you're setting for yourself. When you are setting more short-term plans, or make short-term plans to achieve short-term goals, then you're going to feel much more motivated to do things as well. And I feel like that is something that towards this journey, or through this journey, you're going to be able to do. Okay, I'm gonna keep pulling cards for you. Let's see, here I have success. I definitely feel like you are gonna be on the road to success. So wait, I also got surrender, which is a similar card that I got in the previous pile, and mystery. Again, ooh, I actually pulled the mystery card on top of the mystery card. So yeah, there are some things regarding your intuition that you're not sensing. There are things in your life that are not right, but because you've been a little disconnected from your but again, maybe you aren't even really noticing it, but but there's something, some mystery, something that needs to be uncovered. And I feel like that is going to be a really big part of your shadow work about like, what is a mystery? What am I not seeing? What is hiding? Like, I feel like those are questions that are going to be really important and really central in the shadow work that you're encouraged to do in the month of September. Then a little bit of the surrender card. I pulled it in the last pile too. And to me, the surrender card really reminds me of the Hanged Man, where you are just accepting the way that things are, accepting that there's not really much that you can change about certain people, about certain situations, not always, but to surrender and accept and take a look at what is it that you can actually do. Okay, I'm gonna pull the last couple of cards. Let's take a look. Here we have Apple. Temptation will test you. That's funny with Apple. But yeah, there might be some things, and maybe it's even this person, okay, that you feel that or this situation, this mystery thing, that is something that is tempting you, that is really hard to get rid of in your life. And temptation, it will test you, and it's up to you to see what the true intentions are. Oh, I love this. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So I definitely feel like a focus for you in September is going to be to focus on the people who you have around you, who you love and who love you genuinely, and who and really weed out. And I feel like this is a theme throughout all of the readings that I've done today. To take a look at who really has your back, who really has your best interest in mind, and who are just telling you the things that you want to hear to manipulate you. So, pile number 4, this was your reading. Please let me know in the comments down below how it resonated. Would love to hear that. If you want to see more videos like this, I do pick a card readings and tarot chats all the time. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to tune into the live stream that I'm going to be doing next Saturday, where we're going to take a look at astrological predictions for the month of September. If you already missed it, no worries. The replay will be up with timestamps, so you can watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign there. What else is there? You can book a private reading with me through the link in the description box below. And you can join the channel membership by clicking the join button. I have some fun perks for you guys. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!